Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, Melvin Gordon, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs, Devin Singletary, Leonard Fournette, A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones, even Lamar Jackson, Austin Eckler, and the one and only Derrick Henry. You know, that's a very nice list. It is, but there's only one running back that is better than all of them, and that's Jonathan freaking Taylor. Why? It's because each year he has been progressing to be better than his previous year, and the record shows he was leading the league in rushing last year. So I think he's going to continue to go in, his path of destruction and continue his greatness. Derrick Henry is great, but he is now a runner-up. I think his time is done. I think Derrick Henry's time is done. Now, does this mean that Derrick Henry is going to, decline and just fall off the edge of the map and never be good as he used to be? No, because Derrick Henry still trucks people into the dirt, and he's still a dominant force, and he still happens to be very high usage for the Tennessee Titans. So that means his numbers are going to be like pretty much guaranteed, granted, pretty much. So I wouldn't take it away from Derrick Henry, but I think a guy like Jonathan Taylor can be used in multiple ways. So can Derrick Henry, but he's so much faster and he's so much more elusive, and he doesn't really need so much to get open. He can just get like one cut and he's gone. Oh, Derrick Henry can do it too. He is no Jonathan Taylor. He's just not. And Jonathan Taylor is in his prime form. Derrick Henry is catching up in age and battling multiple injuries. So he could be on the decline. Yeah, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J.K. Dobbins, all these guys, young talent, even rookies, they're coming in, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. But I think Jonathan Taylor is going to be holding the throne for running backs for a few years. And I'm just saying, last year I said Jonathan Taylor was going to be top 3 rushing. I got laughed at. People said no way. I was like, okay. They seen his rookie season. They thought it was okay, but they didn't think he was, going to eclipse and take the next step. Last year, he literally eclipsed everything he did in his rookie season. He got so much better. So much better. And I was like, this dude is going to be special. Jonathan Taylor is going to be special. Now, when you think of Derrick Henry, you're like, oh, he's a freak in nature. He's unique. He's one breed, Nobody ever seen nobody as good as Derrick Henry in their time. Previous Hall of Famers, they did things like this, but Jonathan Taylor he's just different, He gets this aura around him. He carries him. He's just like a dog. If we had more primetime games, I wish you guys would understand where I'm coming from. This is not me being biased. This is just being completely honest. The biggest run of his career against the New England Patriots, that literally showed you, like, the 49ers game, the Cardinals games, all these games, like when he has those big runs, you get Derrick Henry, you're like, okay, he trucks a few yards and, he stiff arms a few yards. It's just because he's a bulldozer, basically. But Jonathan Taylor is so elusive. He's just going to be great for a very long time if he keeps this up. But wooden-wise, like I said, this is no knock on Derrick Henry, but I think it's time for a new king. And I think Jonathan Taylor is going to be that. But now I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Who's going to be the best running back in the NFL next season? My thoughts is Jonathan Taylor. I mean, everyone has their own opinion. You do you, I do me. At the end of the day, we can debate. Let's talk in the comment section. But let me know your thoughts. This is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Culture Shock.